All right, today we're going to break down the work of Dr. Vernette Grant. She's laid out this really crucial roadmap for how AI is going to totally reshape the job market. And her analysis, it gets right to a question that's probably on your mind, maybe even keeping you up at night. And that question is your job safe? I mean, Dr. Grant's work starts right there, cutting through all the hype. It's personal, it's urgent, and it really gets to the heart of this huge shift that's already happening. Honestly, it's a question we all need to be asking. And get this, according to Dr. Grant, the timeline we're looking at is 2030. That's not some distant sci-fi future. We're talking about major, fundamental changes happening this decade. It's going to force millions of people to seriously wonder if the skills they have right now will even matter in a few years. Yeah, we've all seen those headlines, right? They're everywhere. They paint this picture of automation as this big, scary wave that's coming to wash away tons of jobs. And that's the fear. That's what everyone's talking about. But it's also just the starting point for seeing what's really going on. And this is where Dr. Grant's work really hits home. She makes this huge global issue feel incredibly personal. It's not just some abstract economic thing anymore. Nope. It's a real question for that student in class right now, or the person just starting their training. AI is quietly changing the whole game, like as we speak. Okay, so let's get into the specifics. Dr. Grant points to these key zones, the real front lines of this AI transformation. We're talking about the industries and the jobs where you can already feel the ground shaking a bit. And according to her analysis, there are three big ones on the brink: manufacturing, customer service, and transportation. I mean, think about that. That's the core of how we build stuff, how we talk to customers, and how we get things from A to B. And we can get even more specific. Look at these roles here. For manufacturing, you've got assembly line workers. In customer service, it's the call center agents. And for transportation, we're talking about dispatchers. Dr. Grant points out that all these jobs have one thing in common. They're built on routine, predictable tasks. And that's exactly the kind of work AI is just brilliant at automating. Okay, but this is where Dr. Grant's analysis does a complete 180, because she argues that all that job loss, well, that's only half the story. The other half is about creating a whole new kind of workforce. And this is really the key point. We have to stop thinking about AI as just a job taker. Dr. Grant totally reframes the conversation. She sees it as a job creator. It's sparking this huge wave of brand new opportunities, but you have to be ready to grab them. Just look at this comparison she lays out. On one side, yeah, you've got the routine stuff AI is taking over. But on the other side, look at these incredible new roles popping up that are all about humans. We're talking about AI trainers who actually teach these systems, prompt engineers who figure out how to talk to them, and even AI ethicists who make sure this tech is used for good. How cool is that? And that brings us to what Dr. Grant calls our most valuable skills, the things that make us human. You know, AI can crunch numbers like nobody's business, but it can't do critical thinking. It can't come up with a truly creative idea, and it definitely doesn't have emotional intelligence. Her research shows that these are the skills that are becoming the new gold standard. It's our human advantage. Okay, so knowing all that, what's the plan? How do you actually prepare for this? Well, this is where Dr. Grant gives us a clear, actionable playbook to get ready. The idea here isn't to just sit back and see what happens. No, it's about getting proactive and actually building a future-proof career. Let's walk through it. Her advice really boils down to three simple steps. First, identify. Figure out what skills are actually in demand, like data literacy or prompt design. Second, build. Go out and actually develop those skills. Take a course, get a certification, find a mentor. And third, and this one's the big one, adapt. You have to embrace learning for life. It's not a chore. It's going to be your number one asset for sure. So we've covered the problem, we've seen the shift to opportunity, and we've got the playbook. Now we get to the final, really powerful message that Dr. Grant wants to leave us with. And her conclusion is optimistic, but it's not passive. It's proactive. The idea is that if we actually embrace what AI can do and get ourselves ready for the changes, we can build a workforce that's way more efficient, more innovative, and, even more human in the end. And really, it all boils down to this one powerful idea from Dr. Grant. She says, don't fear the future, shape it. And that's the core message, isn't it? The future of work isn't something that's just going to happen to us. It's something we have the power to build. So the question isn't, is AI coming? It's here. The real question is, what are we going to do to shape the world it helps create?